Let's learn about the animal spawn points in City Skylines. So when you click on find it, you check vanilla and look for spawn, and that will give you all the spawn points. So the first two are actual wildlife spawn points. The rest are animal markers. We'll go over them later. So the first one, as you can see, I have 23 instances on my map of this wildlife spawn points. I don't have any exotic wildlife spawn points. The exotic one will spawn, lion, elephant, or rhino, or really zoo animals. Well, the first one is more like a common wildlife, at least in Europe or North America. So I have 23 of them on my map. I only placed two for testing, and the rest were placed by the map creator. So it's very possible that your map has many wildlife spawn points and you're not aware of them. They're basically invisible. So let's see how we can locate them. I will click on them, select that, and then I will click on, you see the second to the left icon here says click to locate next instance of the selected asset. So this will locate. So it tells me that somewhere here there is the animal spawn point. Now I cannot see it. I mean, it's an invisible circle. However, you can use find it. So you can use move it. So you click on move it. You click on the marquee selection and then uncheck everything. Leave only the buildings. Okay, and then you just draw a square like this, and this will highlight all the buildings. So these are the windmills, all these circles. However, this circle right here, that's the animal spawn. You can see it's an empty circle. It's quite large. That's an animal spawn point. So you can see it's not visible without move it. So anyway, you can find it with move it. And then if you want, again, once you selected it with move it, you can bulldoze it. So that's it. It's gone. Let me just place it again, just for example, and then I'll find it again. Once you click on it, you can drag it with move it, right? So you can move it around anywhere you want. If you want to add a new one, like I did, so you just find it with find it, click on it, and just place it anywhere, and it will spawn wildlife. Just remember that somebody has placed the wildlife spawn points in your city, in your map, and some of them can be in your residential areas because you didn't know they're there, they're invisible, and you built over them. So you'll just click to locate next instance and just see if it's in your build up areas. It might be. So just click, next, 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 until you find, if you find, oh, there, there is one right here in the middle of my downtown. I'm not sure I can locate it because there's so many buildings here, but I mean, you can try with move it. So you'll just draw like a large circle in the middle and see if you can find, yeah, it's right here. You see, I found it even in the middle here. You see this large circle here, that's so I'll have to unselect everything with the right click, select only this one with the left click, and then bulldoze, right? And then again, next one until you went over all of them. Now let's talk about the exotic wildlife spawn points. As I said, not very useful to have lions and elephants running around your city unless you think it's funny. However, if you place it on water, it will spawn exotic fish and aquatic mammals, and that's actually fun. I think it's useful. So, for example, I will pick up that one, and I have here this nature reserve. So I will just plop a few of them offshore. Let's say 1, 2. By the way, if you try to place them too far, they don't. I think they don't work. So, but you can place them like that, and then they will spawn mammals, sea mammals, so dolphins and whales, and also manta rays. Those are the things I saw that spawn. I didn't see anything else. So I'll have to restart the game. So of course it doesn't work unless you start the game. Let me just adjust the lighting. So now once I place those here, they should spawn some whales and dolphins and manta rays. Here you can see, here is the whale, very graceful. Now let's take a look at the animal markers. So each animal marker represents one specific animal. And as you can see, most of them came with the Park Life DLC. Not all, but most. And they must be placed within assets. So anything that's defined as a building, you can place them inside. These are with the Industries DLC. Those are the cows and the pigs. So they came with the Industry DLC. So you can place animal markers within assets, either using Asset Editor or using the Bob mod. So I'm using the Bob mod. Once you click on an asset, like a building, you can add any prop to it. So you can add animal markers to it. Now here is an example. So this is a swan pond that I downloaded from the workshop. It's a park, and the creator has placed the swans inside it, swan markers. So if I click with Bob, I can see the swan markers. So here they are. The three circles are swan markers. They will spawn the swans, and the swans will swim within those circles. And you can add them, remove them as you wish. Just one thing to remember, if I delete a swan marker, the swan is not deleted. So the swan will remain. He will just be free to go anywhere. So he will just wander around the city. Yeah, that's true for any animal. Once you remove the marker, it will not be confined to its circle. It will be free to wander around the city. So you can't remove an animal, you can only remove the marker. If you want to see an example, let me turn on the lights here. I did a test with Flamingo. So I created a flamingo marker within an asset, then I removed the marker, and the flamingo since then has been wandering around. It's actually most of the time just standing around eating. But yeah, so now I can't remove the flamingo anymore, and it's true for any animal. I guess they have a lifespan, so they will die eventually. But until then, they will just wander around your city. Just to think to remember about animal markers. If you use them, you can't get rid of the animals. Yeah. All right. So animal markers and animal spawn points. Have fun.